Hello everyone. Today I am here with a new chapter of class 7th History, Town, Traders and Craft Person. So what are the sources of knowing about the history of this period? The main sources of knowing about the history of this period are travelers' account. So you have a question in a mind, why these travelers they visited a medieval town and what expected to find. So it depends on the kind of town. It is a temple town or an administrative center, a commercial town or a port town. Many towns combine several functions. They were administrative centers as well as temple towns as well as center of commercial activities and craft production. The student can learn about more about town traders and craft person in this chapter. So the Arabs, Turkish and Afghans, they settled in many parts of the country and they were leading to the evolution of town and cities. So we have already discussed in the previous slide also that there were three types of towns, mainly a temple town, administrative town and a commercial town or a port town. You can see all these towns in this map also. So first of all, we discuss about administrative towns. So some towns were capital cities like Tanjavur. Tanjavur, it was the capital of the Cholas and it was 1,000 years ago. The Pennal River, Kaveri flowed near this beautiful town. One here, the bell of the Rajrajeshwara temple built by King Rajaraja Chola. The town people are in the praise for its architect Kunjarmalan Rajaraja Peruthachan, who had proudly carved his name on the temple wall. Inside is a massive shivling. Beside the temples are palaces with mandapas or pavilion in which the king hold courts in these mandapas and issue orders to their subordinates. There were barracks also for the army and there was a market that was bursting with selling grains that was bustling with and it was selling grain, spices, clothes and jewelry. The water supply come from the well and tank. The Salia weavers of Tanjavur and the nearby town of Urayur are busy producing clothes for flag to be used in temple festivals. The fine clothes for the king and nobility and coarse cotton for the masses. Some distance away at Swamimalai, the sthapati or sculptors are making exotic bronze idols and tall ornamental bell metal lamps. Now, the temple town and the pilgrimage centers. Again, Tanjavur was the example of temple town, represent a very important pattern of urbanization also. The process by which the city developed. Temples centered to the economy and society, and they the king built temple to demonstrate their devotion to the various deities, and they endowed temple with grants of land and money to carry out elaborate rituals. They feed pilgrims and priests and celebrate festivals. Pilgrims who flock to the temple also meet donations. Temple authority use their wealth to finance trade and banking. Temple town grew a large number of priests as a large number of priests, workers, artisans, traders, etc. settled near the temple to cater to its needs and those of the pilgrims. Temple town emerged around temples such as those of Bhilswamin or Bhilsa or Vidisha in Madhya Pradesh, as you can see this temple in this picture also. and Somnath in Gujarat. Uh, Other important temples town were Kanchipuram and Madurai in Tamil Nadu and Tirupati in Andhra Pradesh. Pilgrimage centers developed in township like Vrindavan and Tiruvannamalai are the example of these township. Then the Ajmer, it was the capital of the Chauhan kings in the 12th century, later became the Suba headquarter under the Mughals. It provides an excellent example of religious coexistence as Khwaja Muhyiddin Chishti, the celebrated Sufi saint, settled there in the 12th century, attracted devotees from all creed. Near Ajmer is a lake, Pushkar, which has attracted pilgrims from ancient time. We have completed this portion. Hope you like this presentation. Thank you.